praises to the Most High. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahawah, Ba'Shem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. And I'm going to do this lesson on the portion of a wicked person's cup. And I'm going to start with Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12 and 13. And it reads, "For the word of Yahawah is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart." So the Most High is letting us know that this word is so sharp, it gets deep down into the thoughts, it gets into people's minds, it gets into the intents of the heart, because He knows everything about us. He knows our thoughts, our intentions. He knows everything about us. He knows every hair that's numbered on our head. Verse 13, "Neither is there any creature that is not manifest in His sight." So there's no one that's hidden here. Everything is being recorded from Yahawah, Yahweh Shai, and the angels. "Neither is there any creature that is not manifest in His sight, but all things are naked and open unto the eyes of Him with whom we have to do." Because we're going to have to all answer to Yahweh Shai. It says in Philippians that every knee shall bow and every tongue is going to confess that Yahweh Shai is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. So we're all going to have to stand before Him. And from there, I'm going to go to the book of Luke. Book of Luke. I'm going to go to chapter 8. Luke chapter 8, verse 17 and 18. And that reads, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. It's red letter. It says, "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad." So Yahweh Shai is saying there's nothing that's going to be hidden. And there's nothing hidden from His sight. Same thing is said in Hebrews. Verse 18, "Take heed therefore how you hear, for whosoever hath, to him it shall be given. And whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken even that which he seemeth to have." And this goes with when Yahweh Shai was saying in Matthew, for those that desire to save their life, they're going to lose it. But those that lose their life for my sake shall find it. So we're going to have to give some things up. Give up all this worldly, all this carnal stuff, all these things that are earthy. Because if you're walking in the Spirit, you're supposed to walk in the Spirit and then you will not fulfill the lust of the flesh. And from there, I'm going to go to the book of Job. Book of Job, and I'm going to go to chapter 18. And I'm going to read verse 5 through 8. And it reads, "Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine." Verse 6, "The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him." Verse 7, "The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down." So that this goes with what Jeremiah the prophet said, that everybody's going to get judged according to their ways and according to the fruit of their own doings. He said, "The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down." Verse 8, "For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare." So it's according to your ways and according to the fruit of your own doings. So, and then he also said that the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out. So when the Lord blows people's candles out, he can make you lose the light that's in you as far as the knowing the word, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, or he can blow your candle out where he takes you out of here. And from there, I'm going to go to the book of Ecclesiastics. Go to Solomon in Ecclesiastics. And I'm going to go to chapter 8. Ecclesiastes 8, verse 11 through 13. I just passed it. And that reads, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. And that's what it is with a lot of people. Just because the Lord hasn't judged them yet, they think they can continue in the mud and the mire, continue in the sin, and keep doing things that are wrong. But the Lord said, let me read that again, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Verse 12, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahawah, which fear before him. So he's saying, even though they do sin 100 times, it's not going to be well for them. Verse 13, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before Yahawah. So we got to understand that we have to always reverence Yahawah and Yahawah. We have to seek ye first the kingdom and all his righteousness, and all these things that everyone is chasing, they shall be added unto you. He says he's going to supply all of your needs according to your riches and glory. He will give according to his riches and glory. He'll give you some of your wants, but he didn't say that in the scriptures. He says he'll supply all of your needs. And from there, I'm going to go back to the book of Job. Back to the book of Job. And I'm going to read, I'm going to go to chapter 20, and I'm going to read verse 4 through 9. Job 20, verse 4 through 9. And it reads, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. So the Lord is letting it be known why a lot of things are being done on the earth now. Why he's sending floods and tsunamis, earthquakes, all these different things, because the triumphing of the wicked is short. And this is what he's doing. He's ushering in the new Jerusalem. He's doing it little by little. In verse 6, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, verse 7, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. He's saying they're going to perish forever like poop, like their own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? So the people they're gonna wonder what happened to those wicked people. Verse 8, he shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. This is what the Lord said. Verse 9, the eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. So this is what the Lord said about the people that are wicked. And from there I'm going to jump down. I'm going to stay in the book of Job 20 and jump down to verse 18 and 19. And that reads, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. So the Lord is saying all that he's gained, all these resources that they actually stole, all these heathens that the Lord didn't choose from the foundation of the world. They're going to have to restore everything that they have. Verse 19, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he had violently taken away a house which he builded not. Because everything that was built, everybody's economy was built by our people, by the 12 tribes of Israel. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. And from there, I'm going to actually stay in the book of Job, chapter 20, and I'm going to go to verse 27 through 29. 28. And it reads, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. So now his skirt is being lifted. Esau's skirt is being lifted, as well as Moab, Ammon, all the other nations that jumped in on the bandwagon with Esau. All their iniquities are being revealed now, because the brothers are out on the streets everywhere, and a lot of countries waking the people up. And so now everything is being revealed now. Verse 28, the increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. So it's the day of the Lord's wrath now. He's visiting the earth with all these floods of tornadoes, earthquakes, the fires. That's Yahawah at work. And from there, I'm going to go over to Job 21, and I'm going to read verse 29 through 31. And it reads, have you not asked them that go by the way, and do you not know their tokens? So the Lord is saying, do you not know their deeds? Do you not know all these things that they have done? 30, verse 30, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. So the Lord is saying they're going to be brought forth to the day of wrath. He has a day appointed for them. And verse 31, who shall declare his way to his face, and who shall repay him what he hath done? So that goes with what he said in Deuteronomy 2, how the Lord is going to repay all the wicked to their face. He's going to repay them to their face. And from there, I'm going to go to Job chapter 31, and I'm going to read verse 2 through 6. Job 31, and I'm going to read 2 through 6. And it reads, for what portion of Yahawah is there from above, and what inheritance of the Almighty from on high? Verse 3, is not destruction to the wicked, and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity? Verse 4, does not he see my ways and count all my steps? Because the Lord is seeing everything that we're doing. Everything is being recorded. Now, these other nations, mainly Esau and the rest of them that jumped on the bandwagon, they're trying to, mainly Esau's trying to play Yahawah. They're putting up the cameras, the space camp, all these things to try to watch everything that the 12 tribes are doing, and the other people as well. But the Lord is watching all of them. Let me read verse 4 again. Does not he see my ways and count all my steps? Verse 5, if I have walked with vanity, or if my foot hath hasted to deceit. So he's saying, if I've lied, or I've walked with vanity, chasing all these carnal things that don't mean anything. Verse 6, let me be weighed in an even balance, that Yahawah may know mine integrity. So he's saying that Job was saying, let me be weighed in an even balance, so that the Lord will know his integrity. And that's what we want to make sure we always have, is integrity. And that we're living according to the scriptures and walking in the laws, the statutes, and the commandments. And from there, I'm going to go to Job chapter 14. And I'm going to read verse 4 through 5. Job chapter 14. I'm going to read 4 through 5. And it reads, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. So the Lord is saying, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. No, we can't do that. Only the Lord can do that. Verse 5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. So they're with the Most High. He's got a day. He had a day for us to be born, and he has a day for us to leave this earth. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. They're with the Most High Yahawah. Thou hast appointed his bounds, that he cannot pass. So we see that Esau is at the end of their rulership. You can see with all the things going on the earth. And Jacob's kingdom is coming in. As it says that in the scriptures, that Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And from there, I'm going to stay in the book of Job, go to chapter 18, and I'm going to read verse 18. And it reads, he shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. This is what the Lord said is going to happen to these wicked people. They're going to be, he shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. And from there, I'm going to go back to Solomon in Ecclesiastes. Back to Ecclesiastes chapter 8. And I'm going to read verse 8. Ecclesiastes 8 verse 8. And it reads, there is no man that hath power over the spirit, to retain the spirit. Neither hath he power in the day of death. And there is no discharge in that war. So the Lord is saying that no, we have no say in the matter. And we have nothing, we can't do anything about that. Let me read that again. There is no man that hath power over the spirit, to retain the spirit. Neither hath he power in the day of death. And there is no discharge in that war. Neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it. So if you're being a wicked person, this is what you can expect. Like Jeremiah said, Jeremiah the prophet, he said, death shall be chosen rather than life. Remember, Christ said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one goes to the Father except through me. And from there, I'm going to go back to the book of Job, chapter 20. Book of Job, chapter 20. And I'm going to read verse 29. 20 verse 29, and it reads, this is the portion of a wicked man from Yahawah, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahawah. So this is the portion of all those that do wicked. This is what Yahawah and Yahawah is saying. This is the portion of anyone that's wicked here. He's always saying using a man, but this applies to the men and the women. He's coming after all his adversaries. And with that, I'm going to give all honor and glory to Yahawah, B'Shem, Mashiach, Yahawah Shai. Shalom.